So we're going to come down to the mat, and I want you to start in sitting. So you've got your legs lengthened out in front of you. Look to get your inner thighs together, heels together, point the toes away. So we're going to go straight into your roll up. So first thing I want you to do is reach the arms forward and over and stretch over the knees. On the in-breath, we're going to roll back, open up the collarbones, push the pelvis into the heels, into the feet. Head comes down, arms go back. Then you're going to raise the arms back above the chest, lift the head, lift up, reach it up and over. And you go again. And you just go at your own flow. Listen to that powerhouse. Try to create that opposition as you push the feet away. Take the arms back, raise the arms up above the chest, lift up, reach up and over. And we're going to do about 5 of these. If you do a few more or a few less, that's not a problem. Just listen to your body. Big stretch out. We're going to lift up. Big reach. And then just one more. Shoulders wide. Lengthen out. Raise the arms up above the chest. Lift the chest. I'm trying to lengthen the front line. It's giving me a big stretch of the back line initially. I want you to use the powerhouse to get you deeper into that stretch. Then you can grab your feet and just take yourself into a deeper stretch from there. Just a couple of breaths there. Still lifting in the powerhouse. Still trying to draw the shoulders nice and wide. And even still got the energy pelvis through to heels. Then we're going to restack. From here, I want you to just have a quick little pre-stretch for rolling like a ball. I'll just come a little bit further forward on the mat. Now, whether you use your forearms or use your hands on the knees, you're just going to get a little lift in the powerhouse. You're going to look at the wall in front of you. And I just want you to get that nice big lift, and then you're going to bring one foot up and then the other. So you're into your balance control. Always nice to start with a couple of little tipping points. So we're basically going to rock from balance control to tipping point, apply the brakes, return. And again, you'll feel that powerhouse engage. Now, I now look down at the heels, try and hold your shape, and you can even just press the shins into your hands a little bit. On the in-breath, we're going to roll onto the shoulders. On the out-breath, you're going to return. So it's inhale to go back, exhale to return. So now we're into that full rolling like a ball. Use the whole of the in-breath to take you back and lift and return. One more. Now you're in your balance control. If you need to move up or down the mat a little bit, you can do. Otherwise, straight from balance control, bring your left hand to the right knee. Stretch out the left leg. Take your left leg to your working height and just guide that right leg in. Just take your time. We're not going to rush. We're going to feel the stretch and then you're going to change. Remember, we're maintaining neutral and pushing the pelvis away. As I lengthen that left leg and guide that right knee in, and you change, and you change. Now remember, if you're feeling it in your neck, you can always bring your head down and do the same exercise, or you just come out of the exercise, have a little rest, and then get back into it. We're just going to do one more single leg stretch. Now we're going to do it back to back today. So the next one, you're going to bring both knees in, heels together, hands on the shins or the knees. On the in-breath, stretch your legs out to a working height. Take the arms behind you without losing your curl up. Exhale, pull the knees back in. So it's inhale, reach. Exhale, around and in. Inhale and exhale. It's really nice to stretch out onto the position and then pull the knees back in. One more. And around and in. Bring the knees in. Bring the head down. Just a little rock from side to side. And then we're going to do the next 2 back to back from the series of 5. So we're going to do, next is going to be single straight leg stretch or scissors. Just press your hands into the thighs. And I'm going to do both of these with the hands behind the head today. So you then bring the hands behind the head, one hand on top of the other. Now draw the knees in deep. Then lengthen the legs up to the ceiling. Now I'm still pushing the pelvis away. Got a little press of the head into the hands. I'm going to reach the right leg down, pull the left leg in, and change. And reach. And reach. And reach. And squeeze it in. Trying to keep the back of the leg nice and long. And reach. and reach. We'll go one more. And then legs together. Press the head into the hands. On the in-breath, I'm still stretching out that power. So I'm going to see how far I can take the legs down. Exhale to return. Inhale, still got a little press of the head into the hands. Still in neutral, reach, reach, reach. Exhale to return. Inhale, again, we're looking for 3 to 5. I'm going to go for 5. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Big reach away. Lift back up. Bring the knees in again. Give them a little hug. And then we're going to bring the feet down to the mat. Now you'll be on the floor. You can take your arms a little bit further out to the side if you want to. So you're more of a T shape. I'm just going to hold on to the side of the Cadillac. So from the powerhouse, you're going to take the pelvis over to the right, which takes the knees to the right. I'm just going to do a little hip roll. And then use your powerhouse to bring the legs back to center. Over to the other side. Reach over. Top knee over bottom knee. Back to center. And again, nice little reach using the breath. Inhale to go. Exhale to return. And you're trying to keep that opposite shoulder down. And even take the pressure a little bit into that opposite tricep. So that becomes the point or the anchor point that you're reaching away from. Last one to the left. And then back to center. And then just give your knees again a little hug. Now, we're going to go into a little gluteal stretch. So I'm going to start off with the left foot on the floor. I'm going to bring the right ankle by the left knee. Now, my main goal here is to square up the pelvis. So I'm trying to find length through that right side of the powerhouse, trying to square the pelvis into neutral, and I can actually push that right knee away. Now, I might get a glute stretch, but mostly I'm looking for that hip opening up at the moment. If you want to increase the glute stretch, you can always bring the foot closer into the left foot closer into the left sit bone, or you can then take it further by lifting the left foot up. Now that's going to initially take me into imprint. I'm going to pull the right ankle towards me, push the right knee away. I'm going to try and bring myself into a neutral pelvis. I'm going to do that little push-pull, open up the hip, feel the hip stretch, feel the lower back stretch on the right, and also potentially feel that stretch into the glute. Just a couple of breaths there. I have to say this is one of Mrs. Jones's favourites. Giving the glute a little stretch out. Then we come back to centre. Just give your legs a little shake. And then we go to the other side. So we start with the right foot on the mat first. Bring in the left ankle to right knee. Square up the pelvis. Little push away of the left knee to open up the left hip. And again, this is just to reference what we're looking for if and when we take the right foot off the floor. So I'm going to take it further. I'm going to bring the right foot off the floor. Right hand to left ankle. Left hand or left forearm to left knee. And I push the knee away. I pull the ankle towards me. Trying to look for neutral. You can always do a little spot check. I'm trying to open up that lower back, open up that left hip, and definitely just feel a little bit of a glute stretch. And then just one more breath. And then we can come out of there again. A little shake out of the legs, a little shake out on the mat. Now, I'm going to just slide down the mat a little bit because I've got a bit of room behind me. So we're going to go into rollovers. Now, you're going to bring your arms down by the side. You're going to lengthen your legs up to the ceiling. So this is really to stretch out that back line. Now, we're going to roll up and over. Now, if you're feeling up for it, you can open your legs nice and wide. Flex your feet. Now, I've got to really get into that upper back first. Keep the triceps into the mat. So the triceps are going to work. I'm going to roll down, reach through to the tailbone. Bring the legs together. Up and over. If you can, you take the feet a little bit lower to the floor, you open the legs, you flex the feet, and you're going to massage down. And then back to neutral, bring the legs together. So I kind of reference it as when I'm coming down to the mat, got one more this way, my legs are going to go to whatever angle my neutral pelvis takes me to. Now, you can either stay with that direction or we've got three the opposite way. So you open the legs wide, point the feet, roll over, bring the legs together, flex the feet, push the heels away, try and stretch out the back of the knees, try and push the pelvis away from the heels, and we roll down, point the feet, legs apart, roll over, legs together, flex, maybe even try and pull the thighs into the chest a little bit, stretch out, one more, point, roll over, together, flex, press the triceps in, lengthen the back of the neck, maybe even press the back of the head a little bit into the mat, and then we come back to center again, just give the knees a little hug. And now just for a nice little extra stretch of that lower back, we're going to come up to sitting. We're going to come over onto your knees and just go with feet and knees together. Sit on the heels. And then just walk the arms out and take yourself into a rest position. Now, if you want a little bit more of a mid-back stretch, you can open the knees a little bit wider and just try and drop your chest towards the floor. If you want more of a lower back stretch, you keep the legs as they were and you just pull back in the powerhouse and round that lower back and just let the head drop towards the floor. Both of them are good, and you can do both. Just a couple of breaths there. And then you can roll up, bringing your sit bones to the heels. Just bring your arms down by the side. Just have a couple of breaths there. And well done. That's you nicely stretched out through that back line. Gave the hamstrings a little bit of a stretch. Gave the glutes a little bit of a stretch. And that is you cooked for the session. Good work.